Just hoping everything stays in sync. Everything just looks weird on my other monitor. No, I've had it in the past, some issues. That ice, what's it? It's supposed to just give us heals or something. Alright, so I don't know how much because I wasn't hurt, but now we know how that works. I just wanted to see how it actually takes effect. I'm just comboing everything together. I know I shouldn't always do that, but it's like at this point, just trying to kill everything quick. Tornado. Oh boy. Spray water at him. I think this is hurting him. Or we're looking at the wrong health bar. Okay, we were. I couldn't tell. I'm like, man, this is doing nothing to him. Makes sense. He's a fish, after all. Oh no, you're spraying me with my where I live, the habitat that I live in. Yeah. Shock impact. Boy. Oh cool, I could already use this. Simba and some attack cards. That all works out. Like 3 doors to go through. Jesus. I'm not even sure which one I want to go through. The problem with the grinding is it'll take me for fucking ever to get through these places if I keep sitting here fighting everything, but at the same time, if I don't, I'm gonna be weak as shit going into the next place. I already had trouble with the boss. It's not like I need a lot, I just need good cards. I just make sure my cards are all set and ready. I know that the Oogies thing is gonna probably be shitty. Anything that gradually restores HP is usually not that great, but I said fuck it, anything's better than nothing. Oops, nope. Ooh, nice, alright. I just like to test these now. And he's pretty much stunned like a stop. Okay. I like it. Goofy smash afterwards if you missed. Don't worry, we still got the goofy smash. Couldn't do the continued part of that, but that's okay. Heal myself to stop him from attacking. I don't think you're helping very much. Like, not to be rude to Donald, but I don't think he's helping. Good for a card break and if he ever shoots fire like that. That's when he's helpful. Oh. Oh. Stop it now. I drain through cards against these guys because I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going crazy. Whoever can help me. So I'm not sure. We'll be going for possibly an hour, 2 hours, you know. Try to get some recording done because I wanted to stream a little bit. You know. Missed the fucking attack too, by the way. I didn't want to say anything. Didn't want to upset myself any further. I almost made myself escape. Fuck this, I'm scared. Shock impact. Kind of works. Goofy! Tornado! It'd be funny if, like, there's a slight... I know there probably isn't. I don't know. As far as I would tell, I don't think so. It'd be funny to just see Fire Goofy and he's just engulfed in flames spinning. It's Flaming Tornado. It's like, what did they do to you, Goofy? Ah! He's just screaming at the top of his lungs because he's in pain. What the fuck? He's a little cruel. Hey, if the big guy wants to start off when I do the hit to weaken it, then I'm happy. Gets that guy out of the way quick. Fuck that guy. Motherfucker, shock impact! Oh, kinda fucked up and hit other people. Magic level 2! Ooh. Look at that, he actually hit someone. Fuck. Level up. I got an elephant in the water. Where I can heal. Tornado! No, we can try this. Okay, so I saw it heal a little. Sure how long. Okay, it says 7 heal 6. Okay. Not terrible, it's an okay. Like I said, any little bit in the situation will help. We get to 300 HP. Now HP will kind of save us, especially when we kind of run out of cards. Don't worry, I do want to hit you. Believe me, I'm trying. Fucking terrible. Terrible. If you kill him fast enough, it just stops him from like calling backup or something. That's what it feels like. I know people will be sitting there like, why the fuck are you gonna attack everything? Just get to the door! I know. I want to, but it's like, what if I can get stronger? Look, we're gonna be in this mindset because if I do eventually jump on that Final Fantasy 12 train when that comes out, I gotta be in the mindset of grinding, and that's going to be fucking forever. I just know that. It's with how much like times I play and breaks I give myself because I don't play consistently anymore. I'm like, oh, I play a little here, a little here, a little here, and it'll take me further. Look how long it's taken me. Now, granted, I got through the first Kingdom Hearts particularly fast. Now, granted, the videos took longer to go up, but I got through Kingdom Hearts relatively fast. However, I'm supposed to say the word. Because I was consistently playing, so I'm hoping that I can stay on some sort of consistent schedule with Final Fantasy, as well as still throw in other games, because I don't want to just stay to one game. I can't do that. And so variety, it'll drive me nuts. I can't just play this over and over, but with how long the game is, I kind of have to. We'll manage. We got through... I know it's a completely different game, but we got through Mass Effect. We got through Kingdom Hearts 1. I mean, I did beat Final Fantasy X, even though I think that's shorter than 12 by a long shot, I think. Depending on... So, I mean, we'll find a way to do it. And if I get frustrated, like I said, it's going to be one of those not guaranteed playthroughs where I might not beat the game, but we'll try. It's just one of those things where we're going to give it a shot because I really like Final Fantasy games, and since they remade 12 and I never really got the full chance to play it, besides like a little bit pieces here and there and a Final Fantasy 12 demo that I borrowed the CD from my friend that he got like long ago. Can't remember how. It was like a magazine thing. Back when they let you have like disc demos and shit like that. You could get them from like magazines or something. Fucking crazy, I know. But then I got to borrow the actual game when he had it, and I played like a little bit on the PlayStation 2, but it was just at a time where I'm like, I want to play other stuff that, like, the 360 was like new-ish when I got to it. Plus, like I said, other new games released, I just never got around to it. So it's definitely one of those things that I do want to try it out because I actually got to play through 10. I didn't record it at the time. But I did get to go through 10 for like the first time. I've played a lot of 10 to like, I play a lot of 10 where I've gotten to the beginning. Met up with Waka, met pretty much the entire crew, and that was as far as I'd get. Meet up with your entire team. So, when I got to play 10 and actually I think I met the entire team except for Orin. We didn't get Orin back in. I never got as far as getting him back on the team, like, after the beginning prologue. So, it was, like, really fun to experience. And we had a lot of moments where I got stuck. I mean, come on, it's me now. But we did get times where we were stuck, and I was like, how the fuck am I going to get through this? And then I grinded, found ways, and, you know, worst comes to worst, I got to look at a guide or figure out strategies. We'll fucking do it. I mean, I definitely want to play through it. I've been recommended that game so many fucking times to, like, not to play on stream. I've just been recommended from friends that I got to really try this game. It's such a fun one. You'll be confused, but I'm pretty confused with a lot of games until the end, where I end up just reading a wiki on the story and getting really in-depth with it afterwards. For the meantime, while I'm playing, I'm just here to enjoy the gameplay, and if I want to figure out more of the story, I read it afterwards. Because sometimes there's a lot of hidden details in the beginning that you may have not known until you actually read it. And you're like, oh shit, really? That's what that was interpreting? And you're like, fucking, that was cool then. And then you replay the game. Not that I would replay an entire Final Fantasy game until like another couple months to a year. But like to play it or see the cutscene again on YouTube and be like, oh, so now I understand. You completely get it. For 12, as far as I ever got, I got as far as getting to, which is really not that far. What did I do? I got up to where you can do the bounties. Like, the early on bounties with a kid. Or kid that you are, and then that's about all I did. I think I did like one bounty. It was kind of showing you how to do it or what they are. And I think it was, I don't remember. I just remember doing it, and that was it. Wild Crush! Oh boy, there's no control of this. Just fucking going nuts. Fucking keep doing it. Just keep comboing it. So like, I'm excited to play it. Especially since, like, it'll be remade to where it's like, you know, it's not blurry, like, too horribly blurry like you play an old PlayStation 2 game because of no anti-aliasing and a lot of other things, so it's, like, so hard to look at. Now, granted, I could deal with that, but for streaming, recording-wise, most of the time I don't keep it in the aspect ratio. I stretch it so it's, like, a full screen with no bars, and with a game that's older, that kind of makes it look terrible. It's like it was meant to be stretched like this. Do another treasure room because I was feeling it. We've been fighting, so homing Blizzard. Arrow Vines. Okay, so Blizzard's pretty much like a fireball that would home, but I'm not gonna go through the trouble of actually trying to get that one. And here's where we're going. Five. Oops, there we go. Here you go, here's my key. No, it took us forever to get here, guys. But I know I've been doing this shit for a really long time, like, it feels like, for these games. Like, I should have already probably been on 2 by now, but I've been kind of dragging. I should be done with Uncharted, but I've been dragging. I've been dragging with a lot of stuff. But we will try to get into it, and like I said, I'm going to try to mix those other games, these and Uncharted, things like that within the Final Fantasy game, because if I play it for too much, I'm going to drive myself insane, and then I might actually get annoyed with the game, and I don't want to ruin my experience, so I try to take breaks when I can, when I feel is necessary within the game. And that's why with this, I've been taking breaks, because I didn't want to, fucking get pissy and end it. Now people will be like, well, what about Prey? You didn't fucking, you stopped playing that completely. I just wasn't enjoying that. Like, it wasn't really something I was interested in, to be honest. Like, I tried to like it, and there were parts I really loved about the game and thought were cool. It just wasn't a game that I was feeling like streaming as well as play. It felt like something I'd rather play on my off time. I might, or I may not. Someone stole the King's Magic Trident. Atlantica is something I fucking hit X on accident. Top it off, Princess Ariel has disappeared. King Trident's worried sick, he won't leave his chambers. Ariel, she disappeared. Ariel's friend Flounder would know where she is, but he's gone too. Flounder. Wait a sec, didn't we just see Ariel? Yep, but she didn't look real happy to see us. Hey, wasn't she carrying something when we saw her? You don't think that was the trident? That weird thing that looked like a trident shape? No, maybe it was. Whack? But that means Ariel stole it. It must be some explanation. Ariel, where did you swim off this time? If anything happens to you, the king will think it's all my fault. He told me to keep an eye on her, and now this. What if she ran away because of something I said? King Trident will banish me forever. Why would he call upon a lobster crab, whatever the fuck this thing is, to watch his daughter? Looks like he'd be a pedophile. Or a pervert. Or something. I don't know how old Ariel is. I don't care. I just picked the one. I don't know which one. I'll have to look. Hold on. Let me look at the playback. Which one I just picked? Ah, the stun, all the heartless one. I wanted the damage increase on my cards. Oh well. Something about hurting them when I get them. I don't know. I think of the one I just previously had. Wild Crush! Whee! The battering ram that I can't fucking control! Reminds me when they do that of that Toy Story thing where they... I haven't watched Toy Story in forever, so I don't remember like any of the characters anymore, like most of them. But like when they grabbed the dinosaur and he was gonna ram him into the vent to use him as a battering ram, that's what I just imagine when they pick up Goofy and use him as a battering ram. Hey, green card. Yeah, we got a potion. Didn't really say a green card, but yeah. Damn it. If you smash... Boy, and then their hair stunned. We're, Shock impact. Like I said, I'm not sure how it will go, because that's what I worry about. As I don't want to, like, streaming wise, I don't like sticking to something for so long. Like, the series has gone on a little longer than I expected. I do not mind them dragging on for me personally, because it's like, okay, it's something to do, so I don't run out so quickly. But at the same time, if it drags on, it starts to get, you know, boring to watch a little bit. I can understand that. Almost to 300. If I'll be able to, I probably will if I keep grinding at this level. Fill up his HP bar ring. I don't know. I'll figure something out, you know? Like I said, if I really gotta just try to push it. And even, like I said, there'll probably be times where I'm just gonna grind off stream and recording. So if I just suddenly jump, like I did it in Bloodborne. Now, granted, I haven't recorded my second session, I think, of Bloodborne, because just hectic, and I wanted to do it when John's around, and John's disappeared off of me, off the records again. I don't know if he'll probably be around by the time this video even goes up, but I don't know. So that'll be on hold until he's back and wants to be around to watch and stuff, because he was really the main reason I was playing it, because he wanted me to. And I like the Souls games, Bloodborne and all that, but it was like, it was just one of those things where I know he wanted to watch it, and see my reactions to everything. Granted, that's the whole point, you could just watch a YouTube and blah blah blah, but I mean, he won't watch my videos anyway, but also, not anything against him. I think it's weird to him because he knows me. I've reached my limit on how many cards I can actually... It's gonna be a hefty card to hold on, but okay, what the... Was it saying I hit my deck, or how many... No, I in all... Fuck if I know. I don't know what it just said to me. Either way, I'll sell some of the cards I'm not using when we get to a movie shop, which I could, of course, create with one of my cards. But yeah, John, I don't know. Maybe it's weird to John. Fuck if I know. He doesn't really watch them, but then again, he has his own set thing of things he likes to watch, so... He doesn't really watch my gaming videos, per se. He might watch somebody else's. Which I can understand. I mean, the others are much more funnier. I'm more laid back, chilled, and fucking... I bitch a lot. How's that fun? I'm just myself. I don't try to make it dramatic. I don't shit on things too much to all the time. I try to look at a positive and everything. I try to look at both sides. Yeah, that's why Bloodborne hasn't done. Horizon Zero Dawn, the reason I haven't picked that back up, because that is another thing I stopped. The reason that one stopped is because of Final Fantasy so close. If Final Fantasy was like a couple months away, or a month or two away, then I would have probably picked it right back up after Mass Effect, but I gave too much time in between after Mass Effect, because I didn't want to jump right back in after Mass Effect to play another open world game. But waited too long. We're here now at this, not really a conflict. I mean, oh no, games to play. It's just very long games are sometimes a little more rough for me to know how if I want to stream them or not, because it's a very long. Oh, it's gonna really drag on. I know it. Plus, grind games like RPG games like Final Fantasy, we're gonna grind a lot. Even this a little bit, but this one's a little bit easier. I worry about, because I'm like, oh god, if I don't grind enough, I'm fucked. Final Fantasy games have never, like, at least the earlier ones, are not very leeway on, like, they don't do checkpoints. You usually save before everything, and sometimes you save in an area you can be fucked and can't grind in if you're really unlucky. I've done that once. I was pretty much forced into a boss fight, like either a boss fight or didn't do anything. I don't remember if that was true or not. I can't remember what game it was that I did that in either. So I'm always paranoid of if I fuck myself over, then we're stuck after all the progress. I'm very overprotective in making sure I'm grinded up. Sounds a little over-grind, but like I said, worst comes to worst, I sit there, listen to some music, don't stream, and just fucking fight the same enemies over and over, do the bounty things, whatever it is on fucking, whatever's the way to grind that I was told in Final Fantasy 12, and just fucking do it. There's going to be a lot of shit to do, but I'm not going to do every little thing. I'm mainly going to try to stay focused on the main stuff while doing whatever side stuff might be something I can do. But just like 10, I didn't do a lot of the extras. I just did what was pick up and put down. Nope. I'll just do whatever comes to me that I can do. You know, I'm not gonna try to nitpick at every little thing. Kind of like Mass Effect, where I just stopped doing the tasks, certain side missions that I might not be interested in. You know, I'm just gonna be certain things I just won't do. I don't care about getting something that might limit break the thing, where you'll do even higher damage than 9,909. I didn't do that in Final Fantasy X. I didn't do that. I just had whatever was a strong weapon at the point of the game, and just went with it. Try to deal with it. Strategize the best that I could. That's where the struggle is going to be. It's like, well, if you did this part, you'll have this weapon. And this weapon makes the game super easy. It's like, I never do the thing I should to make it easier for myself. I'm complaining that I'll be fucked at a certain point because I don't work hard enough, but I don't work to get the item that I need. So, no, I'm very odd with it. Like I said, we'll just see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I just stop it like I've done with other stuff. Or use a guide. I normally don't try to, but I had to do it to Mass Effect. Ended up fucking doing that for the damn password shit. Fuck that stuff. Like I said, I worry a lot for that, like, even though it's just a hobby of me doing that, for some reason I worry about how that's gonna go, but yet I shouldn't. I should just play it. If I have fun, keep streaming it. If I don't, I don't. But I just overthink things a lot. Always thinking of both the positives and the negatives. Like, positives, I'll have fun. Negatives, you know, streaming it wise, it can be a little boring, you know, for people, if people actually watch. Couple of these. Like, we don't need those. Not using arrow. I'm not gonna use this. I'm not using that. Now we got 806 Moogle points. I got really happy that I bought this one. Oh boy, look at that. Some crab claws. So when we get more points, we'll put these in, because these things got some good recoveries. I can't make the noise, of course, but ever since I hurt my throat, I sure as hell can't do that. Right. That cool.